tad big so I could look a little bit more presentable. I literally just put Saint down for his nap. I did my whole entire morning routine. Listen, the first 4 hours of my day are literally spent just trying to get my morning routine done so that when Saint goes down for a nap, I'm able to like do the things that I want to do. I need to speak low because even though I just put him down for a nap, he's like putting himself down for a nap pretty much because he's dozing off right now. And if he hears me talking, he will get up. But yeah, today was just one of those mornings where I was just like, I need to just finish my morning routine because I want to edit my video. I have not edited my video that I was supposed to have uploaded it at least 2 days ago, and I didn't. I want to be able to sit down after I have some breakfast and start editing. I don't think I finished talking to you guys yesterday about, you know, like Thanksgiving and like how my weekend went. I'm always looking forward to weekends, not only because, you know, it's the weekend, you get to have fun and stuff like that, but truly, I don't know what it is about weekends, but I feel like when the weekend hits, that's kind of like your time to like reflect for the entire week and see what you've learned from that week. And whenever I get into those modes where I'm just like, there are certain things that I need to elevate in my life, and sometimes I'll have weeks where I'll have like revelations of just how my life is going and like whether or not I'm on the right path, right? And this weekend, I've been telling you guys that I'm on a journey of being a lot more disciplined in all areas of my life. And honestly, thinking about the holidays makes you think about the fact that holidays are not the same as when you were a kid. There's probably so many people out there who can probably relate to this, but now that you're an adult, it's like holidays are not the same. And I was thinking about why that is. And I think it's because the more we age, the more trauma we end up carrying, the more hurt we've been through. So even when we were younger, and like, let's just say we were at Thanksgiving with like our cousins, I know that there's a theme going around when it comes to the holidays that a lot of people aren't spending their holidays like how they used to. Like more and more throughout the years, people are spending holidays with less and less people. And I think one of the reasons why that is because as we age, we carry a lot more trauma. And once we start to realize those kinds of traumas in our family members, we realize that we need to be away from certain kinds of energy. So thinking about the holidays got me thinking that, I want to be so disciplined in my routines because, being aware of the things that you need to do on a daily basis, as small as it may seem, it's really what makes up your entire life in the future. So if there are little things that slip by you, like your discipline, as you age, that kind of stuff stays with you and you internalize that as trauma instead of realizing that you spent so many years healing and not necessarily healing properly or doing the right work. So you start to project your insecurities onto people. This week taught me so much about my discipline because I realized that I have to work on my discipline and that I need to control the things that I'm able to control, and what I'm not able to control, then I need to just like leave it at that, I'm the type of person that in order for me to like leave the house, I need my house to be clean. I need it to be picked up because I don't want to come back home to like my bed not made or just dishes in the sink, stuff like that. I want to be able to come home from a day out to a clean home because, that's my sanity, And I realized that a lot of that comes from how I grew up and how my mom raised me, of course. But with that comes also a lot of trauma. I realized that there's a lot of things that I have to unlearn when it comes to little things such as the way that I treat my house, the way that I think a lot of the times as women, especially if you're in a situation where you are a stay-at-home mom, you probably feel the need to like do everything around the house because you feel like society has told you what your role in life is. In actuality though, you don't have to do everything by yourself. We as women tend to think that by doing and putting in the hard labor, we're going to get some kind of return back the harder we work. I'm starting to realize that I really don't have. I have to realize that I need to be able to use the resources that I do have around me and stop pretending like I need to just do everything by myself. I think God is showing me ways that I need to like let go of control and stop thinking that the only way that something is gonna get done is if I do it. This weekend, Dominic was just like, you don't have to do everything, because I'm constantly like, if this is not done, I can't breathe. He told me, you know, I feel like a lot of the times the reason why you think that you have to keep on cleaning around this house is because you have so much anxiety about the things that you cannot control. So you try to control what you can. You don't have to do just mundane things that necessarily don't matter that much. Just go after the things that actually matter to you. I, of course, am someone who sees you as my partner and my companion, but there's not a lot of things that I need you to necessarily do for me. Like, I will take care of the household chores, and a part of me is like, well, it's like so doubtful. I'm so doubtful that he's actually going to take the responsibility of, you know, cleaning up the house in the same way that I do and stuff like that. But I really had to realize that I need to just like let go of control, because if help is around me, then I need to be able to take that and let go of control. You know what I mean? So I'm learning that. We were having a conversation and he was just like, if YouTube is what's important to you, all I need you to do around this house is just worry about your YouTube channel. I feel like a lot of the time as people, we literally feel that we have to exhaust ourselves in order for us to get to the kinds of goals that we want to get to, that we have to just put in so much work and exhaust ourselves until the end of the day and just be completely out of energy to do the things that we want to do, and just consistently do things like just mundane things like cleaning that we have to do on a daily basis. These things, yes, they always need to get done, but make sure that we're also doing the other important things that we want to do. We can't keep on making excuses for not doing the things that we want to do. Let's say just go to the gym. You want to lose a couple pounds. You want to go back to school. I don't know, you want to finish a course. We can't make excuses for not doing these things because we're just like, well, now that I'm a mom, I just have too much responsibility around the house and I have to take care of this and have to take care of that. Men are more than capable of doing the things that we do around the house, and it's okay for us to just let them. A man who truly appreciates you understands that in order for you to create a beautiful environment, you need to be doing the things that help you grow creatively as well. I think that this weekend just helped me a lot in letting go of control and thinking that because this is the life that I live and I have responsibilities as a mom, that's all of my life, and that's all that there is, and that's all of my responsibility, and that's just the top priority. I need to prioritize the things that make me happy as well. We got into a really good conversation and understanding like what's important for me, and we were able to just have like a really good weekend. Yesterday was pretty much like a resetting from the weekend, and then today the entire house is completely clean. So I'm just like really in a good mood. I'm on my menstrual. I'm not like working out or anything, so today is just gonna be one of those days where I sit down and edit my videos. I don't know what it is about Saint, but he's gotten up at least twice. I told you guys that I took off the screen, so no screen time in the morning, and I feel like he's doing good without the screen, but now his nap times, like he just refuses to take a nap. Like he hasn't whined and complained about anything this morning except for when I got him out of the tub. And I realized that when the screens are off, he's less whiny and less complainy, which is good. But like now I'm starting to realize that when I put him down for a nap at the time that I usually put him down for a nap, he's like been refusing to take a nap. So I'm just hoping that he goes down in the next 15 minutes. Get started with the stuff that we need to do. But I'm having some oatmeal, of course, nothing too fancy. I'm just having some oatmeal with some Nutella, almond butter, blueberries, bananas, chia seeds. So good, like a little breakfast dessert. But I was thinking while I was making my breakfast about the conversation when we were straightening my hair. Before I became a stay-at-home mom, I have been working pretty much since I was 18 years old. All those years, I pretty much was, you know, taking care of myself relatively. In the world that I used to live in, where I had to like work for myself, get my own everything, take care of my own bills, everything. I tend to think that now that I don't have a 9-to-5, that I have to do everything around the house because that's my job essentially. In reality, life is really what you want to make it. Like life is not like, let's fit into a box, let's just do what's necessarily. You need to decide what it is that you want out of your life. And if staying at home and like cooking and cleaning is not your thing, but you still want to stay at home, you can make that life possible for you. Don't think that because everybody else on the internet is telling you that you're gonna have to give up something in order for you to like be a stay-at-home mom or sacrifice yourself for your children, that you're going to give away the things that you want out of life, because that's not true. You can make out of your life whatever it is that you want. A lot of people try to project their limiting beliefs onto you, especially when you are a stay-at-home mom. And a lot of people think that stay-at-home moms just don't have reasoning and a right for why they do the things that they do. And I just want anybody who's watching to like know that just because you are a stay-at-home mom does not mean that you have to do everything around the house. It does not mean that because somebody is paying all of the bills that you have to take care of all of the necessary duties around the house. You have help and you don't have to do it all alone. We know how much trauma dumping there is about relationships on the internet, and everybody thinks that they have it all figured out when it comes to relationships. On the internet, there is this like gender war going on where it's women talking about men and men talking about women, and a lot of these things are like valid things that need to be discussed. But I think that a lot of the times, so many people internalize things that they've never even experienced, and they automatically make it as that's just the ultimate truth when it comes to relationships. That's just not true. Like, if you are the type of person who wants to have a good relationship, you want to have a good life, a beautiful family, vacations, traveling, money, all of those things, you can make those things happen, and you don't have to do it from turning matter to matter. You can literally make these things out of the things that you didn't think that were possible for you to transform a certain thing to something else. I think that a lot of men and women in general nowadays are just thinking like, if I don't do it, nobody else is gonna do it for me. If I don't do it, I'm not gonna have any help. If I don't do it, then it's not gonna be the outcome that I want to have. If I don't necessarily take matters into my own hands, my life is not gonna turn out the way that I want to. I think that being a stay-at-home mom and like realizing that my life is so different and not having the amount of control that I used to have to, where I had to take matters into my own hands and figure things out on my own, made me realize that in this journey that I'm in, even if I'm not taking the matters into my own hands, even if I'm not necessarily putting in hard labor, long hours, shifts, going back and forth to the train station in New York City, that I can still receive the things that I want. Even in the smallest things that I look around in my house, like there are certain times where I'll sit and I'm just like, oh, I would love this. For example, a certain item or something. And like literally like a few days later, that literally just comes to me without me even knowing, without me even realizing that I wished for this small little thing and it just came to me. And I truly believe that I am a lucky girl. I believe that everything that I want in my life, I can get, and I don't necessarily have to put in tough labor and effort to get those things. I just don't. I just feel like as a stay-at-home mom, oftentimes people make you want to question yourself, and they often want you to explain yourself as to why you choose the life that you choose. And a lot of the times they don't necessarily think that you're choosing the life that you are choosing, because certain people just think that men just have more power over you than you have for yourself. And that's just not true. Like a woman who is truly secure in herself, in her embodiment, will never be at a place where she's being taken advantage of. We try to look at women who stay at home as someone who's being taken advantage of, as someone who's not truly living their life and is not creating the life that they want for themselves. It's been a couple hours of me just editing, trying to upload videos, things like that. I literally just uploaded my latest vlog. Now I have to insert some more footage into the computer. But I've just been really cozy. Dominic came and brought us some Olive Garden for lunch. So I was really excited about that. I felt like I was getting a little cold this morning. I was just sneezing and stuff. So I'm just like, you know what? It was snowing this morning. Let me make some chicken soup. So I made that and I've pretty much just been chilling. And now I just feel like it's finally the time where I get to just like take my eyes away from the computer, my phone, whatever, and just kind of like do whatever I want. Either like watch a movie, watch a show or something. It feels so good to just get the things done that I wanted to do, even though it seems so small. To me, baby, it's extremely fulfilling to just be able to stay consistent with my little channel. Look at the vibes in here. I have on blue light. Supposedly it gives you energy, and it just helps you just think better. So let's have these blue lights on. Literally, they change to various different lights. This is purple. We have red. We put red at nighttime when we're ready to go to bed. But yeah, just been very cozy inside the house. Feeling good, looking crazy. And we've successfully had no screen time. I look crazy, but we have successfully had, oh my God, hold on a second. Oh, okay. We have successfully had no screen time the entire day. And honestly, you guys, hold on. So yeah, we have successfully done no screen time the entire day. And I honestly feel like he's been complaining a lot less, even though every single time I go into the kitchen, I think he's a little antsy, and anytime I go into the kitchen, he's asking for a snack. So that's been the only thing, but I feel like he's been so much better having no screen time. I haven't heard any like crying, complaining much at all today. So I feel like it's been a good thing that we are doing no screen time during the day, because I'm going to turn on the screen maybe in an hour, possibly when his dad gets back. I always forget to take a thumbnail, so here's a thumbnail.